So I just finished recording a show for Om Times Radio, and I had a guest on, Alexandra Beller, and she is an artist. She's a choreographer, dance, author, theater. We were talking about creativity. That was the show today, and I was asking her a question about art and capitalism and making meaning in a world that wants just a product, right? And we were talking about how everything is so fast, right? It's creating, creating content so fast, always moving at such a fast speed. We're not equipped to move at the speed that we're being asked to move at the moment. And I was thinking about that because it is true. And I don't know if anybody's watching feels that way. Like, if you notice, it feel like everything's coming at you so fast? Like, to be creative, we need that quiet time for to listen to our intuition, because I was saying that my intuition is so closely linked to my creativity. And I think that's true for most of us, that we need that time to be quiet so that we can be inspired to create something. And in the world that we live in today, it's just, that's just not the world that we live in. It doesn't allow us the space and the time. There's so much that we have to get done in a day. And you're writing a book, you have to finish. You're creating photographs, you have to get that done. You're painting, you need to get your painting done. Your book to the editor, your song to the production company, whatever you're doing, in anything that you're doing, even living a creative life, you know um, making dinner for your children, whatever it is, it's always on speed. Everything is on speed now. And so why is art, so much about capitalism? And she said something and I thought it was great. She said the only way to say F you to capitalism, is to slow down. And it gave me kind of goosebumps, because I was like, yeah, we are in control of what it is that we want to do with our lives. And when I say creativity, I don't mean that you have to be an artist in the sense of a art with a capital artist with a capital A, right? That you're producing and you're putting work out there. I'm just saying, living in your creative life. And we live in such a capitalist country, and so much is expected of us, right? You just go on your any of the social medias and the algorithms, you'll see one ad after another. That's all that it is, just trying to sell you. Look at my product, here's another product. And and collectively, I agree with her. The biggest way to say F you to capitalism is to slow down and be present and be in the creative space, whatever your creativity is, uh, for you, and not worry about the product, not worry about getting it out there, not worry about, how it's going to be perceived and how it's going to be um, sold. I'm not here to sell. If you've been watching my videos, yeah, I have products. You don't see me pushing them. I'm not here just trying to sell my book or sell my work or anything like that. I'm just talking about how I feel. And I'm making these videos because I want to make them. I'm reading the oracle cards because I want to. I made them. I want to. I'm learning tarot because I want to. And even though, yeah, I got a lot on my plate, I need to take my own advice and slow it down. So, you know what? F you, capitalism. I'm slowing it down. See you next time.